Hello, and welcome to my channel. And thank you for giving me the time of day or night. Anytime you decide to listen to me, sometimes you sit down and think about things and you decide, how about I share them with a few people? The reason I'm here is I'm going to talk about a few things. Mostly those things have something to do with cryptocurrencies and earning passive income, different earning passive earning platforms. Basically, that is the general direction that I'm interested in. Actually, it is mostly what attracts me, what makes me stay into the cryptocurrency space. When I first joined the space, it was actually, I joined because it wasn't trendy, but just to be unique. And it is silly for someone joining the crypto space in 2019 and thinking that joining it to be unique. But here in my country, not a lot of people actually are into crypto. They think, and I don't know where that thinking came from, but they always think crypto is like betting. That's something I've never understood, but that is what they think. So the reason I got into the crypto space, one of the reasons I got into the crypto space was just to own Bitcoin and talk about it, that I have Bitcoin, and so basically that was the reason. But as I continued to really get to know how the space operates, how everything goes, and it really laid out for me a bigger picture. So I decided to talk about it today. Why I joined the crypto space, to be unique. But why did I stay? No, the reason I stayed is not one, and not two, not three. Actually, there are three reasons. But if you look at all the reasons, they all come back to money. One, profit. When I joined the crypto space, the idea I had in my head was buy and store. Store till 2035, and then you see what happens. Leave everything to fate. If the price goes up, if the market booms, then you get more money. If it crashes, well, you lose. So I still do that, but I started to diversify, to try and see how do I accumulate more and more Bitcoin. Basically, so that is one of the three reasons I'm in. How do I accumulate more Bitcoin without actually digging deep into my pocket and buying more? So what I decided to do was to try and look around the space and find the sources of information that were as honest as they could be, the most transparent sources of information. And so I found a few, some here and there, and they have really shaped my journey into the crypto space. They have helped me expand my portfolio. They have helped me understand and really internalize the risks involved in crypto, the benefits involved, and a lot of things that I never even thought I would be interested in as I joined the space. So, going back to my family keeps asking me, why did you get into crypto? So I really can't tell them that I got into crypto to be unique. So I sat down and I really asked myself that question: why did I get into crypto? And some of the reasons actually all went back to, why would anyone get involved into a business? It is that simple. There was no grand ambitions of saving the world, or the technology is fancy. I don't even care about what the technology does. I don't even want to know what the technology is. Or I don't even want to know where the technology is headed. All I'm looking at is, how do I benefit from this technology? What profits can it make me? And I try to explain that to people. Most people don't even try to understand. Remember, I told you, most people think, where I live, most people think crypto is the same as gambling. So the biggest reason I stayed in crypto is passive income. I love passive income. Nothing is as good as passive income. I know when you go out and work hard and earn money, at the end of the day or the month, when you get that check or when that money is deposited into that account and you withdraw it, there is always that satisfaction of accomplishment. You really feel it, you feel like, yes, I toiled for this. But again, it wouldn't hurt to toil for that satisfaction, and then also have something coming that you haven't toiled for physically. I know some people think that passive income is do something and just sit there, but passive income also involves toiling. I know. Trusting your money with someone or something isn't a simple thing. It doesn't matter whether it is $100, $1,000, or $1,000,000, or just $1. Entrusting your money and putting it in control of someone else isn't as simple as people think. So passive income, it helps a lot, really a lot. That is one of the reasons I'm in crypto. Passive income, I cannot do well with passive income. Initially, it would be something hard, but as I really settled into the space, I realized just how sweet passive income is. And right now, there are few things I like more than passive income. So the second reason was to diversify my portfolio. When I was looking around to try and see, how do I have a fallback plan in case of anything? let me say, if I lost my job, or if something happened and I couldn't work anymore, what would I do? You know, even if you're sick or you're down, it is not really a sweet feeling to depend on other people 100%. So I looked at that and asked myself, how would I look after myself if I really had a very huge problem and I can't work? My company collapses. What happens then? Do I just sit back and start asking other people for help for the rest of my life? What if I go on living for the next 25 or 30 years and you have to live in that condition? So I looked around and I asked myself, what other aspect could I bring onto my portfolio that does not look like anything that I already had? I already had a job, so that was okay. I already had a company and that someone else was running, and then I was like, okay, that is okay. But then I needed something else. So as I was looking around, so cryptocurrencies really came to the forefront, and since then I've not really regretted um, joining the space. The other thing is profit, or it's really profit, but it's more of leverage. Leverage. The more I look at the rich people, the more you understand why they really become rich and get a lot of money, and all they do is leverage. They leverage money for other people's time. If you looked at the very, very wealthy people and you say, let me say they employ 500 people. If they employed 500 people and they keep those people at their place of work for 10 hours a day, so if you say 500 times 10, that is 5,000. So it means that that one person has 5,000 hours in a day. So if you really are going to work and try to catch up with that person, you just have 10 hours, not even 10. Remember, once you go to work, you have to take a break, or you have to take lunch break, and then you basically have around 8 hours, active hours. This person has 5,000 hours in a day, and you're trying to compete with that person. So what they do is they leverage your time for money. So when I was looking around, I asked myself, what can I leverage that can really bring me some money, and I earn from it? What can I leverage? So I looked around, and since I couldn't leverage other people's time, I decided to leverage other people's skills. You take a risk, but then you know whether you're there or you're not there, that the skills of that other person you have leveraged are going to pay you off. Okay. So that is another thing, leveraging other people's resources that you don't have. The rich people can leverage other people's money. They can leverage other people's time. They can leverage anything to make them richer. So if you want to join their league, you also have to leverage something of theirs that they have. So if a rich person can, if I can leverage a rich person's time and I pay him a little bit, and in the long run makes me more money than that I actually pay him, that is the name of the game. And so far, so good. It is working out so good that I really don't think anyone can give me any explanation to give that leverage up. And the other thing is compounding income. In 2016, 17, I don't remember, so it was around that time. I was talking to my elder brother. He's built something good for himself. So I asked him, how have you built this very fast? And you really have created some level of wealth, and then you have money. And how have you done it? So he told me that if you want to build wealth and increase money, make sure that you compound your money. I really never knew what that meant. So he told me that make sure that every time you save money somewhere or you keep money somewhere, make sure that by the time you retrieve the money from your place, from the place you kept it, it should be more than the money you kept there. If you put $100 somewhere for a month, if you go to pick it, it should be at least $110. If you can get anything that can do that for you, go for it. So at that time, it was a sort of new concept to me, not very new, but I had never met anyone who put it in such easy to understand words. So one of the things that attracted me to crypto was that you can get your money, put it somewhere for 1 week, and it is already more than the money you put there. So it was fulfilling all the things that I've always wanted to expand my portfolio, get more profits, and also compounding. Get it? So basically, those are the reasons I got into crypto. And then there is a new phenomenon that I don't understand. When people are talking about money, you find people shunning profits. I really don't understand. As a person, I love them. Huge, small, minute. I love all profits. And that is the reason I'm in crypto. Like I said, I'm not in crypto to save the world or understand the technology or even spread the blockchain technology. I don't even care to know what blockchain is. All I'm in the space to see is find how I can accumulate more money from the space. That is all. Thank you very much. See you.